Now is it?
Ah.
We're live. We're live. We're live. First and foremost, welcome to another awesome hour with the Not Our Dream Team Zone, the incomparable Red Fidel for all my viewers and listeners. I am the National Chief Strategist for New Order National Human Rights Organization under the awesome leadership of Gerald Emerson Rose, whom I always give a strong salute to that brother. And this evening, we have a very special guest with us. We have someone who's, how would I say, which is a finance and accounting specialist, someone who's a published author, someone who's a social justice reformer, and the like. I don't want to go ahead and give too many of the credentials, the accolades out. I don't want to spoil the moment. I would rather her give it for herself. So without further ado, I definitely would like to present to you none other than Iffat Walker, our special guest tonight. How are you, Iffat? Can you hear me?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Having me
I'm
on the show, and absolute salute to friend Mr. Gerald Rose of New Order. He always connects amazing.
Yeah, he's Gerald does a great job of not only connecting, but his networking is impeccable, and it's something interesting. I was checking out one of your videos, and you spoke highly on the importance of being able to network in order to actually push for success. And Gerald, I think, what makes this organization so strong and which keeps it so viable is his ability to constantly network. So that's why I always give him a strong salute. And he does a great job of making New Order a brand and branding and putting it in your face. But not only from that standpoint, but from actually doing the work. He's actually on the front line. He's not a bystander. He's a front liner. And I respect and I really, really appreciate Gerald for that.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm having some connectivity here. I'm seeing. So if I'm in and out, I'm noticing some connectivity issues. But hey, technology, we'll get past it, right?
Okay. I tell you what. It may be on my end. So give me a brief moment. Let me move and see if that may rectify the problem. Give me 1 minute. Hold on.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Can you hear me better, Iffat? Iffat, you hear me? Can you hear me? You hear me now? Can you hear me?
I'm kind of in and out.
Really? How about now? How about now? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. And if I need to move, then I'll do that as well.
Try, because I usually don't have this issue, man. I don't know what's going on. Maybe the powers that be don't want us to speak.
So I'll just go to another room as well.
Okay, try. See what happens.
Am I better?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? I can hear you. Can you hear me? You can't hear me? I can hear you, but you're going in and out.
It's a little choppy, but I can. That's
what
I'm seeing on. I guess we're having that connectivity. Is this a little better?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, you're just going in and out. But let's try to work.
We'll continue to work.
Communicate in chat to make it happen. Let's make it happen.
Let's do it. Well, first and foremost, I already introduced you. So I guess one of the things I would like for you to do is actually explain to our viewers and listeners who you are and just something about you, because a lot of folk don't even know who you are. Like I was one of the ones, I knew something about you. I'm sorry, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you asking me, can I hear you?
Oh man.
I think, did you ask me to introduce myself?
Yeah, I wanted you to let our viewers know who you are and what you represent.
Okay. Right, and I'm going to go ahead and answer for those that can hear me. My name is Iffat Walker. I'm a for nonprofit East Metro Atlanta area. I'm also an accountant. I own a virtual accounting firm for the past how many years now? We're going on 12 years now. That professionally is me. I'm a mother. I'm a daughter. A mother of sons, in particular. I am. I've always been attracted to communities where there's help needed in the communities, and have always found myself finding ways to connect people and to connect resources to people. So that's that in a nutshell. That's where my passion lies, and has been for so many years. I'm a published author. I published a book called "Fix Your Damn Credit." Um, that book has been really focused on communities of need, where we have a need to really understand a need to really understand and learn more about credit, more about budgeting, more about those things that impact lives in communities where that type of discussion has not historically been a part of the dinner discussion at the dinner table. A part of entertainment. So around any tables. So this is something that I've been in business for some time now in the financial industry. But we have communities that don't quite understand money, don't understand the need, the importance of credit versus cash. So that was one of the reasons why and really wealth management, building wealth. I wanted to provide a resource for those in our communities that support their growth in that area. For the basic goal, I believe that when we understand those things, and when we understand and apply those tools, we are so much closer to self-sufficiency than we are without it. So that's me. I engaged with New Order back in 2006. That's when I actually met after the activists for many years. And a lot of my work, it's not that often that you find an accountant that also openly says, I'm an activist, I'm an organizer. Okay, those two things don't usually go together, but for me, they go together perfectly. And I don't see a better way to equip our community than to equip the community with a person that thoroughly understands what is going on behind the brick and mortar, what's going on at when it comes to the fundamentals of personal financial growth, business financial growth, and really understands that from a ground up approach. So for me, I'm that accountant that says, hey, I'm an activist, I'm an organizer. I do these things for our community because it's necessary.
I can't agree. I can't agree more. I think it's very. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Iffat, you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, now I can hear you. For some reason, you totally went off the screen. I heard what you said. Lastly, though, I was saying I can't agree. I've never experienced this before. This is interesting, but we're gonna persevere throughout anyway. I've come out of my home. I'm actually in the car. I'm trying to do whatever I can to make sure that we stay connected. That's interesting. So, Iffat, I gotta say, when I looked you up, and when I checked out some of your videos, and I was really taken aback by your story. Most of all, I see that you are you from VI? Are you? F- Oh, mercy. Tell me this shit. Shit not good business. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I was unfortunately disconnected from Iffat. Um, Something is going on with the connection as we are live. I figure I'll go ahead and just talk to you to allow her to come back into the show. These are one of the things that we have to actually be aware of as well. You know, so often we take for granted, the technology that we use to get across what it is that we're doing. And like just as like right now, she just texted and said that she can see me, but I can't see her at all. So what we're going to try to do is go out and come back in. So I appreciate your patience, and please bear with us as we go through these technical difficulties and try to resolve them. Give us 1 minute.
Hey, I think I hear you back.
Iffat, you hear me?
I hear you.
Oh man, it took me a minute to get back. Can you see me?
I can see you. It's all good.
Am I clear to you?
You're clear.
Tupac would say, "Can I see you? Can you see me? Am I clear to you?"
I can see you. You look great.
This is interesting. I was like, "Wow, I've never had this."
You know, it is what it is. Things happen when they feel like they want to happen, right? We have no control over that, but
so here's what it looks like we're going to have to do, because my phone is now saying having trouble connecting. This is often caused by a unstable internet connection. I don't know what's going on with that. Never had that issue before. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. It's just going in and out. It's doing a little buffering thing again.
Hey, so do this, Ifa. I don't know what's going on. I could barely hear you. I don't know what's going on. So if you want to take this time to just have this hour for yourself, this is your platform right now. I want those who don't know you and know anything about you to get a chance to know who you are and what it is you represent, and as well as the services you provide, because you are so essential and beneficial for not only our community but for communities abroad. So take this time to do as you wish. I don't know on my so I get out.
Well, I appreciate that, and again I thank you for
Did you hear what I just
allowing.
said?
I did. Can you hear me? Okay, so I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, I again want to say thank you for the opportunity to be on the show tonight with you and use this platform to spread my message. I can hear you loud and clear. I am hoping that I'm able to get across to you the message, which is we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do internally. We have a lot of work to do within our families, within our communities, within our homes. And that work starts with, number one, admitting that we got work to do and taking responsibility for what work surrounds community in just about every way. Okay, looks like you guys can't hear me. I am fine with that. I will make myself available. I love to get to know the audience. I'd also love to get to know you, Red, and let me know what's the best date and time for you, and I will put it back on my schedule, and we can go from there.